Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure, where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affects the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves, and sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we worked with B. Bridget over on TikTok. We had a blast. We talked about some ridiculous shit, laughed a lot. Yes, we got some healing stuff done. We actually went back to the beginning of time where a lot of, time, no beginning, no end, but the conceptual human brain of time, we went back to the beginning of it. It was really fucking awesome. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so without further ado, if you love bad bitches, and that is your fucking problem, on with the podcast. Hi!
Hi!
Hello.
Hi, guys.
I have a question. So I checked on Kate. She was very quiet, and she wasn't normally quiet. And there was like other texting going on around that she could have interacted with. And usually Kate's the one that's answering those, and I'm usually like busy. And I was like, "Hey, are you busy? Are you good? Do you need something? Like, what's going on?" And she felt really distracted and kind of outside of herself a little bit. And something that used to happen to me a lot and still does is I'll become or feel the energies of a session before they happen. And it's been happening to Kate. So, and that's fairly new for her. But the feeling she got, I could let her talk, but I'm going to go ahead since I've already started the story. The feeling she got was a little bit like your head was detached. Like not in the, what is it? Like not in the game? Like not feeling like yourself? What is this? How would you describe this?
Like, I'm just always looking at myself.
Well, it looks like your neck is detached from your body with a chain. There's a chain from your head to your neck.
And I just happened to watch, I was like, hey, let's watch a movie we haven't seen before. And I was like, hey, Ben, do you want to watch the Harry Potter movie? So Headless, or Nearly Headless Nick was in there. And Chamber of Secrets 2 is what we decided to watch. And we don't do anything really random. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Okay. Chamber of Secrets 2.
No, I mean, it's Chamber of Secrets, but it's the Harry Potter 2. Sorry. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so do you want to maybe address why there might be a chain around your neck, like a past life or something? Does this feel like...
Not around it.
I edit what I say constantly.
It's not around your neck. It's from the neck to the head. It's like that's what's keeping it floating there. Like it's just floating there. And also, too, have you ever had a head injury?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I think that's when it happened.
Okay.
If that sounds right to you.
I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like it's always been that way. And the head injury happened when I was really little. So that would make sense.
She couldn't quite explain it, it always just been there. Sorry.
Yeah. Just kind of always been like that. Like real spacey. And I feel like my body is like what anchors me in reality.
Would you like to go back to that version of you and maybe do something about that?
Her face. She said, hey, when you decided to come on the live with us, did you know what we do? Because I feel like you know what we do. So Kate asking if you want to go back to that moment and you going,
It's like, I was not expecting that, guys. Literally everything but that.
I mean, for the past week, I've just been like, all the possibilities. That never came. So, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Ugh.
It's so terrible. I know.
In there already. I know everything that's already in there.
In the life in that version of you.
Yeah, I mean it's
I hope
of
so.
all the things. Really, because of the state of the people I was with when this thing happened. Not everyone was responsible, we'll say. So a lot of things happened in life.
You don't have to go in the moment, Bridget. You can stay here and send stuff. We do not it's more impactful to go in, but if it's like, ooh, really sticky, don't want to really go there. We have many ways to do the things without that.
Okay. Cool. So, yes.
You prefer that way then?
Yes, I think. Yeah,
Okay, that might be why you work over here too, by the way.
Yeah. Everything's very intense. So it's nice to just observe it instead of experience it.
It's like if you were to look through a looking glass like a door, and then the door's open. So you're just like, oh, hey, self, on the other side. Here you go. Here. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you did it. That's what it looks like.
Do you know what I saw on TikTok, which I need to bring up to you now? I'm not a big Adele fan. Like, I'm just not. Like, anytime she came on the radio and it was like, hello, I would go, goodbye, and I would just, like, turn it off. Like, I was like, wow, what a whiny bitch. But, like, what came up on my TikTok the other day, and I don't know if it's come on yours, but it was the song, the Hello song. It wasn't about a past breakup. It was about her talking to her younger self.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And I was like, oh, I actually kind of okay with it now. Like, oh, but that's what reminds me of what Kate said, is that glass door looking at yourself like, hey bestie.
What's up, bitch? Everything?
Yeah.
How's it going back there? Yeah.
It's me. Who's you? Who's this me? Oh. Okay. So as you're not in here, but in here.
Okay.
So can you go to before this thing happened?
Like feel it in my body.
You don't have to feel it in your body. You can look at it, just like you're looking through that glass door that Kate already saw you looking through.
So what happened was, I was with my family, and I was the only child at the time. It was just me and my mom and dad, and we're at the beach. We're having a great time, and I was on my dad's shoulders, and we were walking up the beach to the car, and it was a bunch of gravel, and I was having so much fun, and I said, look, Dad, look at me, and I let go. But then I fell down, and it's traumatic. I guess I didn't really think about how traumatic that would be to be in such a high moment. And then to literally fall on the
Bridget,
ground.
right before you fell, what happened?
I go, look, Dad, look at no hands.
Why did you say look, no hands? What happened? Somehow I clouded.
Like being strong and independent and like big was something I would get praised for. So he had me on his shoulders, and we're walking up that, and I was like, look. Yeah, and then I fell backwards on the gravel beach, and my head cracked open. And then, a stranger was there that was able to help. I had a lot of near-death experiences as a child. I could think of two other times.
It's something that we don't really talk about on TikTok, and I am hesitant to talk about it. We talk about it in the sessions, but I'm hesitant to talk about it on here at all. But the majority of, I don't want anybody to do anything like stupid, but a lot of abilities open up through people from what we've seen or what we've experienced, what we've kind of gathered the data on from head injuries. Like we already know that a lot of stuff happens with near-death experiences, but head injuries seem to be a big one. Like we've actually gone back and been like, okay, like one of the things that Kate and I worked on the phone was like, okay, what about when I fell when this happened, or what about when I rolled down the hill on top of a barrel instead of in it, like all the stuff. So we looked at all the different head injuries, but we got to be careful because if you just like, hey, did you know? Then you know.
Yes.
People are like, I want my abilities open. Like, no, you don't. Not like that.
Oh, it's so crazy. I have been like searching for like, why am I like this? And the thing with the head injury is what is like there's some kind of a block in between you and the thing. So I've been looking for all these like answers for that and having like podcast books whenever say, oh,
hey, Bridget,
head injury.
Bridget, pause.
Yeah.
You said blocks and I started to choke. So can you say, hey team?
Hey team.
Those blocks that I just talked about? Can you get them out of here?
Can you guys take those blocks out of here, please?
You're not ready. You're like holding onto the blocks like this.
It's so
And they're floating. They're floating too. It's like the team's like, all right, time to go. No. And so they're just floating halfway.
Why am I so scared of it? Like, why is it so emotional every time?
To be you?
Yeah, the clearest answer is just, which century do you want to look at?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's not just
Yeah.
from this life.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. I try to focus on what happens here because I know it reflects what has happened.
So what's so amazing? It just makes me go, what's so wrong with being you?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with being me, but I think that people close to me in my life have thought that there was something wrong with being me.
A lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people can. I have a suggestion. It's really hard, if it's really difficult to do it in your current life, look at your childhood or your teen life or any of these blockages and you're not sure. If this has happened for centuries, if this has happened for a while, if you go back to the very original first time it ever happened, wherever that is on your timeline, and we go before the event happened, we can do the prevention work for your soul for that moment and ripple it forward. Sometimes in the middle of the chaos, actually the majority of the time in the middle of the chaos, we can't get the fuck out of it. We literally have to go all the way back, step the fuck out of it, and like not be in it at all to even be able to do anything. Because all up in it, it's way too emotional and clouded and tangled to do shit.
Mm-hmm. Can we do that?
Would you like to?
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Okay. So, how far beginning? Well, I guess you could just say, Spirit, please take me to the earliest point that I could heal about this.
Spirit, please take me to the earliest point that I can heal about this. Everything just feels so restricted.
I was going to say it feels really tiny. It feels like I went through an ear canal.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kat.
Are you an intrusive thought?
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I've ever experienced anybody be an intrusive thought. Like an earworm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my moral ethical dilemma here. If you are an intrusive thought, if that is your being in this moment, then to clean you off or heal that, then you would no longer be an intrusive thought, and then that gets rid of your entire existence in matter. So, very, like, I don't.
Wouldn't that make her a normal thought, though?
Yeah, but if her existence is an intrusive thought, I don't think of anything as like negative or positive. So yes, it would be a regular thought, but if she is an intrusive thought,
like pure matter, or like very singular.
just do your house cleanse to this version of you and see what the fuck happens.
Okay. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please apply my house cleanse to myself as an intrusive thought.
There's a lot moving.
It looks like I don't even know if I can say this on TikTok. The white wiggly things.
Sperm? Yes.
Yes.
I'll say
Okay.
it.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So that reminds me. Have you ever seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes.
You know, the earwig thing that they put inside the ear so they can understand different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes me go, did you go inside someone's head, like because all of us are part of AI or whatever, right? Like these machines, we are machines, and these machines need consciousness to exist, and we're all part of the same thing, and like blah, 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 blah. Okay. Did you get put inside someone's ear and they died? I don't know why. That's what I
I'm
got.
going to say this. I came out of the Mississippi River.
Your name is Mud.
So,
My name is... Sorry.
yeah, my name is Mud. Totally.
She's locked, she's in my head.
So are you a tadpole then?
Yeah, I mean, okay. I relate to the earliest parts of my being the most. So, like, a tadpole and an egg that make a person.
If you go back to like the Big Bang or like the beginning of creation or whatever the fuck, there is no real beginning. There's an egg and a sperm. There really is in the universe thing. We've seen it. We've like...
Yeah. So I go there and I'm like, this is wild. This is crazy. What is it that I would need to heal from here?
About the beginning of time?
Right. To like make me feel comfortable being myself, being in my body, like attaching to this life. Ooh, maybe I'm afraid to attach to this life. Maybe.
Oh, go inside the egg. If you were a sperm that didn't go in the egg and you got stuck on the outside, then you never became in this moment.
Yeah.
Say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
Spirit, if it's in my highest good,
put me in that egg.
put me in the egg.
Do it with that egg. Good thing I can't feel.
Hold on. I'm making this same sounds for those listeners at home. I was just turned.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was gonna. And I turned bright red, and my eyes are watering.
And then Bridget burped and illustrating the story. And Kate sat there smiling.
By the way, you guys listening, even though we're at the like quote unquote beginning of time, one of the things that bothers me a lot about people who go and see themselves at the beginning of the time, like part of creation, part of the creator, part of the big bang, part of the thing, look around and see where everybody else is. We're all there. So if you're listening to this, if you can tune into this, you're either part of the egg, part of the sperm, part of the void, part of the spark of existence. We all, like, whenever we look at, like, who created us, one of the things that Kate says she sees the most is, like, I just see a hand coming, like, out of the sky, just going, and it's like, yeah, like, that's what we've seen, that's what we've experienced. So, yeah, if you look far enough and hard enough, you're going to, that's what she said, you're going to see this existence, this thing happen, and you're going to feel like you're the only one there. But you're not. We're all there. That's all. Just letting you know. Okay. So, how does it feel inside the egg?
It's, I'm shaking. So it's real vibrating. But it's not bad. It's just like...
I feel like I need to poke it.
Yeah.
It's you.
It's ready to burst,
Okay.
Well, it's not even, that's the thing. Laura M.
Lauren's lonely.
We're not all one. That's the thing. We're all
like
different
the ocean and the
components.
drop,
We're all
right?
different puzzle pieces that make up the whole thing, but we're not all one. Like, I'm a different hand that created myself. Kate's a different hand that created herself. Bridget's a different hand that created herself. We're a couple of different components that happen at the same time, but we're not all one. I don't know how to explain that. What's going on with you guys? What are you doing?
She's making faces and body movements, so I am enjoying it. Yes, Tybo. Yes.
Yeah. These are my moves. I have moves that I do when I get comfortable. I gotta do my moves.
Are they money moves?
I'm like,
For someone. For somebody, I bet they are.
I do feel like we're a type of web, Juliana, because that's what I see.
yeah. And then Eyes of Simon. I'm really bad. Wait, are these really cool? All these names. Getting used to your new space inside the egg.
Oh, dude, yeah. I just
Make a wanna marry me.
coaching journal thing that was like
Make a wanna marry me.
space. And I do. I need some space, so I gotta get in that.
Make a wanna marry me.
Video is like so good. It's my favorite.
For those of you guys at home, we're doing a TikTok move.
Yeah.
So what you have in your face, and then you wiggle.
Yeah, really, it's very helpful.
You need like that.
No, uncover your eyes, Bridget. Stop it.
I kind of want you to do this with your stretchy things, Bridget. I kind of want you to just kind of
Oh, yeah, stretchy.
explode it out, like help the bang from the inside out.
That makes sense. Unfortunately.
Go through the hole. Go through the hole. Go through the hole.
It's like Yggdrasil.
Oh,
It's that.
Yes.
Because it's
the tree in the Norse mythology for everybody who doesn't know that terminology.
it's because you're rooted in the ground and you're reaching up high to the sky.
My cat just ran himself into a wall. Max, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like Green Man.
Grounding.
Maybe I do just need like way more intense grounding practices.
No, this is huge, Bridget. You're like, one, I've always felt like this. I've never felt like myself. My head's outside my body. And when you asked for the most impactful point, it took you to the beginning of creation. And you're like, maybe I just need to ground better, guys. Like, I think it just might be my root chakra. I think it's just...
I need to be okay with myself and my tadpole. It's really weird.
It's so weird. I'm a frog person. It's awesome. For all this frog on everything too. And she had like this round head and then like these giant eyes on the top of her head. She wore jeans and a t-shirt and a little peace sign necklace.
What was her name?
She didn't have one, so doesn't need one.
90s / millennial frog, or 2000s, whatever they call that. 90s, 2000s, Y2K, whatever.
Hey, Bridget, can you ask Spirit what's the next thing you need to do here?
Spirit, what is the next thing we should do here? It said, cry about it.
Well, then there needs to be like a release.
Well, go cry about it. Like, you should just be grateful. Like, release the gratefulness.
Okay, say, Spirit, release my gratefulness.
Spirit, release my gratefulness.
I'm pretty sure that did it, by the way. When you did that, it already did it. I was like, okay, that's a way to do it.
Wow. That was kind of a heavy.
No shit, Sherlock. Sorry.
It looks like a bunch of smiley face emojis coming out of your hips.
Her hips don't lie.
They don't.
They're on tonight. You know her hips don't lie.
They're so smart.
Seriously, please speed this up. Okay.
Oh, it has to do with your reproductive organs as well. Not just root, but like sacral kind of stuff, just letting you know. If you're if you want to go that route, if you want to keep talking about that, otherwise just reproductive organs.
Yeah, let's go sacral. I feel like I do so much work with my reproductive organs that I would like to focus elsewhere.
What do you do? What work do you do with your reproductive organs? This is all seems to be pretty tied together.
Oh man, I could tell you something crazy. Okay,
we're ready.
I'm just gonna say it. I used to think that if I ever had a baby, I was gonna give birth to the Antichrist. Okay.
There's a few people that have thought that.
Is your name Rosemary?
No, it's not. Oh, but yeah, I mean, of course, everybody's talking about Rosemary's Baby all the time. You can't just let
Who's Rosemary?
It's a horror movie. It's Rosemary's Baby, and it's the Antichrist. It's just
It sounds like a fun Sunday night outing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, super. I mean, watch it with your mom. It'll be great. So,
I have a feeling that might have happened to you, Bridget. I don't know.
oh yeah, do you get that? Or you just
I think there was you hinted to something. I don't know. Did you guys catch that? I think maybe Bridget watched that with her mom.
I think maybe, Bridget, there was a life where you thought you did, or they convinced you that you did.
Have the Antichrist as a baby.
I mean, I thought it was going to really happen. I really did. So I would tell myself.
Me, real quick, what would your definition of an Antichrist be?
Oh, like the devil.
Right, okay. What's your definition of the devil?
Oh.
In baby form.
Then at that time, it was like hellfire, a very mean person, someone who just like does a lot of,
What was this? I can't see.
Like stabbing.
Oh. I definitely went masturbation.
Me too!
Right.
Me too!
Because everything's so, the way that it is. It's all, but it's also, Hang 10. So yeah, let's heal that.
People
sounds really
listening
cool.
to this will be like, but it's also, you know. There you go.
I would like to know what the attributes of the baby Antichrist would be.
Yeah.
When you say hellfire, would it be coming out of the JJs?
Yeah, it is so ridiculous, isn't it? It's so funny.
We're trying to get to the bottom of
You
it.
didn't think this is funny. Gosh.
Break it down, bitch. What would it look like? What is your definition?
So basically, it explodes out of your stomach like crazy. Okay, and it's like blood everywhere. Okay, everyone's
Like
screaming. Yes, it's just like Harry. And then the thing comes out, and it's still attached, and it's got like giant teeth. And it's like no, and then it kills everyone.
Hey, you know what, Bridget? But then no one would know that you gave birth to it if it killed everybody. It was everybody's dead. You'd be you'd be totally fine. Nobody would even know.
Brilliant.
No one would fucking know. You have nothing to worry about.
I don't even have to worry about it because
Yeah, it's fine. Why are you even concerned? I don't know.
what a relief.
And then we can all be
Right.
we're all dead. Thanks, Bridget. And her
It's fine.
fire baby.
I mean,
no, we wouldn't. We wouldn't know. We would have no.
The earth is just going to grow back from all the blood everywhere. So,
Wait.
yeah,
Cellular regeneration. Stem cell Earth. Stem cell baby Earth.
She just said the earth is gonna grow back from all the blood anyway. The blood that came out of her vagina, not the blood from everybody dying, by the way. From the hellfire, Antichrist baby, just rejuvenated earth right after death. No one's
Yes.
gonna know. It looks like you're doing us a favor, Bridget. I don't know why.
Yes, snaps, Bridget, yes.
New Earth where?
Bridget
Find me
after
where?
all. So,
Nobody gets left behind in this, bitch.
Antichrist baby.
so
Wait,
what?
would they die too?
Yes.
Okay. Problem solved.
From the blood?
The fire.
Oh.
The fire that it was birthed from killed it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
There are no holes in that story.
Yeah, Bridget, I don't see what the worry is then. You know what? You've probably done it 20 times. You're probably the reason for the rebirth every time for everybody. You're there from the beginning. You know what? Well, in the beginning of this, we started out with the tadpole thing going into the egg, and you went like this out of the egg and exploded it. Are you the Antichrist? Bridget, I think we've solved it. You were the Big Bang.
I'm here. Oh man, that's why it feels like chaos all day, right? I mean, you're just an explosion.
So we're laughing about it, which laughter heals the trauma, right? It heals the like when you break it down and you see how ridiculous it is. But also, these thoughts aren't coming out of nowhere, so there's some validity here somewhere. So if this has been going on for centuries, if the earliest point we could heal was this moment where you explode out of the egg, that is your biggest fear, is to have this baby. But what happens when you have the baby? The whole earth starts over again. Where's the concern? What's the issue?
I feel like you don't belong here.
I think the pain, the idea of the pain of it all. So like to have to actually experience everything.
Okay, which part do you hate?
Oh. Hate any of it.
So you're a masochist.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem? What's the problem?
So glad you're here.
Dog?
Yeah, there isn't one. There really isn't. I'm just super duper intense because I'm the big thing. Like, my eyes cannot go far back enough in my head to be like, what? And that's funny because of, going all the way back. It's like a pun. Oh,
That was a pun, guys.
wow.
Laugh.
Yeah, everybody laugh now.
Kate, it's so distracted. Thank you for whoever sent that for Kate.
It was so good. Thank you.
In the podcast, a gallon.
It's time for,
Guys, somebody sent me a galaxy.
Oh, it's so nice.
It
Everybody
was
needs a
nil,
galaxy.
which means it was nothing. So.
Thank you. So, do you feel like you don't belong here, or do you feel like you belong here?
I feel like
That's my next.
belong.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I think. Check this out. I'm gonna two stories. First story: when I was little, I walked into a room. Hey, everybody. Okay, I think I belong everywhere. Is that bad?
No.
No.
It seems like you are in conflict with yourself a lot. It's like what you feel you're supposed to hate or dislike or whatever you actually love and see nothing wrong with it. So where's can you blend those two together?
I think that's where the head injury comes in. I think that's
Okay.
why I have such a hard time putting them together.
Do you draw or do any kind of art? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where the blendy pen. Take your blendy pen. Your what is it? Sandpaper? What is that shit?
Oh, when it takes the two colors and it puts it together and it makes this other color.
And
People do that.
in charcoal, it has this little sandpaper. I know what you're talking about, Kat, but I said something and meant something else that never happens.
That means it happens all the time.
It's a secret. It's like sandpaper or blendy paper.
It's the
Smudge stick?
pencil smudger.
Smudger? Oh, I think it's called a smudger. Yeah. Thanks, guys, in the chat. Thank you.
Just go like this to all
Yeah.
of the Bridgets. Oh.
Hand movements.
You work really well with the moves instead of the words. The moves are way more comfortable for you.
I got a lot of moves.
Get into... Oh, Groove is in the house. Or in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
I'm gonna speed this up.
Like,
But she's dancing, she's grooving. I'm gonna speed it up anyway.
But she's because she's in pain. She's crying
I know.
and making faces. It makes me want to sing Boogie Nights. That's not Boogie Nights. To be alive, to be alive, born to be alive.
Oh man. God.
now I see, I understand your question better now.
Which one?
And I think I am supposed to be here, but it is such a miracle for us to be here. So it's like, whoa!
Wait, why is it a miracle? Expand on that.
Just life in general. Just
What do you
just
mean?
like how do humans even exist? How do we
Like this?
I know it's like simplify it. It doesn't have to be
I'm totally existing right now.
yeah, all right.
Do you know how difficult it is to actually... Okay, you wake up every morning, the majority of people, and go, fuck, I'm here again. Do you know how hard it is to not be here anymore? Again, contradiction. Like, how, oh my God, how are we alive? It's like so, it's impossible to die. Like, I'm sorry. It's not like people do, you know, I'm laughing, but I know there's some serious there and some people that are really sad that people are not here anymore. I get that. But I'm just saying that for a good bit of people, we don't have a choice. We just wake up.
I mean, all the head injuries, the accidents, all the times it could have been, and it wasn't.
Well, then it couldn't have been.
So then it couldn't have been. And it's not even probably gonna be for a while.
Who knows?
And who knows?
You could get lucky. Sorry.
I totally missed what y'all said. I was too busy looking at things, looking at all the things.
What things are you looking at?
Well, like you were talking about, we don't die, we just keep going on forever. And then I was like, oh my God, let me look at all this other stuff. Oh my God, look at all everybody else's lives. Wow, can we really not? I mean, you could just stop it. Why don't you just stop it? Well, you can merge with other people. There's a lot of that.
I want to hear that in more detail, Kate, and I think that will help a lot of people.
Oh.
Look into your brain, your train of thought, and where
The thought tornadoes?
Yep.
The thought tornadoes?
Talk about the thought tornadoes.
Okay, so once I start thinking about something, it doesn't stop until I get an answer. Whether it's like it doesn't matter or whether it is the answer. So whenever you were talking about how like we don't have a choice, we just keep going, I was like, do we just keep going? I mean, I see that we can stop it, but we would have to be pulled out. Where would we be pulled out to? I don't know, somebody else would have to pull us out.
Stop what? Be pulled out where?
Oh, the cycle of living. Of here, what do they call this?
Human vessel or just
human vessel? Human vessel.
The current one or the reincarnated one?
The cycle of human vessel.
Oh, so reincarnation or however.
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't really think in words. It's just pictures. I have to put words to the pictures. So it looks like you have to be pulled out of the circle.
Okay, so with your hand, the way you did, like this,
yeah,
and how you were talking about how we go like this to create ourselves,
yeah,
it's like we just go, no more. I don't want to be in the cycle anymore, but not in the like physical form, just in the cycle.
Right.
So not like take yourself out kind of thing. Just take yourself off the loop of reincarnation, which it was locked up. Like it was, that's been unlocked. Like there is a way. It's not a prison anymore. It's not a trap. It's not a, that's all been taken care of and healed. So now it looks like what Kate is saying, that we can just go, yeah, no, don't want to do that anymore.
And then so I was like, well, who is the hand? We are the hand. And because my hand, I chose a very manly, hairy arm hand. So I was like, whose hand is this? It's yours, Kate. Wow. So it's like lots of the, yes, all these things. Oh God, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. All these things happen at once. All these things happen really fast in my thoughts. So then I was like, okay, so where do we go when we pull ourselves out? And it's like, well, you can go anywhere. Where do you want to be? And it's like, well, fuck, I don't know. Where do I want to be? I'm not sure. And then that was it. That was.
Because you can go anywhere.
Well, you can go anywhere right now, too, Bridget.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere.
I can show you the world.
I said that to the French guy, David, in one of his lives, because he was talking about dimensions or something. It was like early morning for me, and I just typed in, like, I could show you the world. And multiverses and universes, and he like saw the comment and he like read it and then just ignored it. Like went on to something else. Like, he was like, oh no, okay, and then like talking about whatever else because I want to give him a session, but it ignores me, so it's fun.
A whole new world.
Okay, Bridget. It seems like all of these things that are your concerns are not actually concerns. And then you think about it, and then you think the opposite of it, and then you think about that, and then you think the other side of it, and then you think the other side of it. Is that the issue? Is that why? Is because your polarities inside one? Like, is that?
Yeah, I think because of like just work that I had to do for myself to understand my surroundings better. I kind of lost it, but maybe it's still there. It was like I had to see myself as like blank, like the 0 point. You know what I mean? And then to understand that it is my choices, really, that are going to lead me to any direction. So I guess it's then I become overwhelmed with the choices, and then I judge the choices just in the same way we did at the beginning of this. And
Hey, do this real quick. You might have done this one before. Can you say, Spirit, please? Well, you can do your hand motion or say it in your head or whatever. I'm going to say it out loud. You can repeat after me if you prefer to. But Spirit, if it's in my highest good.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good.
Please release all soul contracts.
Please release all soul contracts
I have with government.
I have with government.
Wow, there was a lot. You sighed for a reason. Holy shit.
Yeah.
With religion.
With religion.
World government.
World government.
Galactic government.
Galactic government.
Negative 12th dimension government.
Negative 12th dimension government.
Karmic family.
Karmic family.
Soul family.
Soul family.
Physical family.
Physical family.
Chosen family.
Chosen family.
And self.
And self.
That are no longer in my highest good.
That are no longer in my highest good.
Speed this up. I'm gonna go dizzy.
That song, that Blow a Kiss, Fire a Gun. All I need is somebody to leave. What is that about? It just started playing in reference to this.
Fire a gun.
All I need is somebody to lean on.
Yeah, that's Major Lazer.
Yeah. What does that mean to you, that song?
Well, it's just I don't know, me and my honey.
Okay.
Yeah, just oh man, he's so good. He gets it. Like he somehow gets it. And you know, no matter what you do, you blow a kiss, you fire a gun, whatever life brings to you. Everyone needs somebody to lean on. You know? So it doesn't matter, you know, if you spilled the milk and that's what made you upset today, I'm here for you. That's fine. I will do whatever
Bridget,
you need.
Does it bother you in some way, like as much as you love that he's there and he gets it, are you confused as to why he gets it? Is it like as much as you love it, there's another part of you that's like, why? Why?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I know that his experience has led, like, oh man, all right. Anyway, it's like temporal space has been the same for us. So that leads you down to specific, like, neural ideations, and not necessarily anything negative, but just like the way that your neural pathways are created based on all of the things, right? So I know that he gets it because of his experience.
Yes, I just need to say this. I got to interrupt. Neural pathways are timelines. I just needed to say that because...
Right. Okay, so that's perfect. Yes. There are so many instances in our lives where we could have or should have met. And we both made the decisions to not at those times. And I am sometimes upset, and we've shared lifetimes together, that we didn't join sooner. And then other times I'm like, wow, maybe even later would have been better. Or I'm so glad that you are this person now. You know what I mean? Like, to see the growth and be with the growing person.
I need to pause on that too, because as someone who was fully immersed in the like twin flame kind of community,
and I don't even buy into that. I don't.
Right, but I need to say this.
Yeah.
What's my train of fucking thought?
As someone who's part of the twin flame community.
Yes, I needed to speak. I needed to interrupt you for this important message, because fuck you, apparently. And then now I can't remember what I was saying.
It's okay.
You were saying, as someone who was part of the twin flame community.
I had this feeling of like, of that finding that one that completes you, or whatever the fuck, or not even that, like the one that you come from, like the split of
the other half, or whatever
the fuck
whatever
it
is.
But really what it boils down to is what Bridget said: someone that is willing to grow while you grow. And the thing that sucked about that whole community, or that whole situation, is this silence of energy. And while you do all the work, and you think, since you're doing all the work, they're benefiting from it as well, but they're not meeting you. They're not growing with you. If they're not growing with you, and that whole thing, I need to say this too, I don't know why, I guess someone must be like listening to this or something, I don't know. But that whole thing is like, there's only one energetic match for you. Our energies are like a music, we go up an octave, down an octave based on mood. How can someone be the exact same frequency if they're not doing any work? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all doing our own individual work, but if I do work on myself, I'm this version of Kat, and this person didn't do the same work that I did, I should say, then we're not the same energetic match anymore.
You're like adopting each other's frequencies for improvement. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, the only reason I know how to make a sandwich is because someone showed me how.
Right.
So then it's like, is this partner, and we're doing it to each other, right? We're copying each other, and then also growing out of that. So you're like, so maybe I feel sometimes like, you know what I'm going to say. You already know. I bet you do. And I'm going to try and say it in the most, but I don't think I can. We've done this with each other. We will slow ourselves down for the growth of the other. Like, okay, I see you need support. I'm going to take a back seat right now.
The way Kate's looking right now indicates that she's seeing the same thing that I'm feeling, which is, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't slow yourself down at all.
I do. I absolutely will say, like, you know what? I see that I can come in here and I can do this help for you in whatever way. And I will not do my thing. And then I will even like use that as an excuse to not grow. And it's not because he wants me to at all.
You're still growing though.
Right. So I'm not seeing the advancements in myself as quickly as I would like. So I need more patience with myself.
The growth happens regardless.
And it's going to happen at whatever pace it needs to. Whatever I'm ready for is what will.
You're using, you know, the TikTok where they say the favorite words and the people get all excited. You're saying all my least favorite words, and so I'm like,
tell me. Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever anybody says like, I know I've got to wait for it, or I need patience, or I go fucking nuts because we are masters of time. We shouldn't have to wait or have patience for anything. Why can't you have the same thing that you want at the same time as him? It doesn't take any energy thing. You're still growing together. I need an example because I'm going to I feel like my head's about to spin off. Like, what's an example of him excelling and you taking a backseat that you feel like he's growing and you're not?
I'm making it up, I guess, because I really don't have one.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I just want to hear an example.
Yeah. Yeah. I really don't have one. I don't, because the times that
It feels that way.
Yeah.
But when you go back and look at it, like in the moment is what you're saying. In the moment, that feels really, really real. And then when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh, that grew. Yeah, okay, that I grew too. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Where you're like, wow, it feels like I'm moving slowly. And then I don't know, a week later, you're like, oh my God, I did that so fast. Or even a month later, a year later, or whatever. You're like, damn, that was a baddie. You know what I mean?
All the time.
So that's probably intrusive thoughts too.
Bring that around town. Everybody look out. Wow.
The OG thought.
Bridget, every time you have these thoughts, these things of okay, so we looked at, I used to have a fear of having the Antichrist. And it's like, look at that. What would happen if you had the Antichrist? And then we go through that process, right? Okay. Yeah. I used to have this feeling of what if, it's so amazing that we're alive. And it's like, it's so amazing we're not dead. I want you to start looking at the flip side of your polarities because you are both polarities happening at once. So to battle, combat, or be at peace with your intrusive thoughts, since you are, when we looked at it, you are a thought. You yourself are a polarity thought that can switch from positive to negative, right? Floating and existing out here. So when you go to a place of I slowed myself down so he could grow, I want you to look at it and I want you to go, how did I slow myself down? Where is the slowing? Does that make any sense?
Yes, show my work for myself.
Yeah, do the long division, bitch. Because
I fucking hate the long division mode.
Yeah, but apparently you need it, babe.
Oh,
because just providing the answer makes you go like this. Here's the answer. Cool. Unfortunately, I think you need to show your work and break it down and do the long division so that you can manage this shit. That's it. Just manage your shit. Not heal it, not get rid of it, not become something different. Just who is Bridget? Because that's the whole thing. That's what Kate got at the very fucking beginning is you don't know who you are and you're not okay with who you are, but then you are. You absolutely love yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
So say it back to me, because you can say, wow, cool, but
I am going to further reflect upon my experience for its truth and not my intrusive thoughts. I'm going to do it through journaling. And then what will happen as a result is that will just naturally be reflected through my being. So I don't really have to worry about that.
Okay, so let's do an example. Okay, what is something that has been worrying you lately? Simple. A job, a friendship, your TikTok,
okay,
study
why don't people want to buy my artwork?
Okay, so let's write it down. Why do people not want to buy my artwork?
All right. All right. Yeah.
Hey, Bridget.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't even know you had.
I didn't know you fucking had artwork. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I know. That's the problem.
Step
That's
number
the
one.
problem.
We don't fucking know you have art. How the fuck are we supposed to buy something that we do not know exists? Because Kate and I absolutely not only support people, we love art.
What's your favorite?
No shit, Sherlock.
What's your
What's on my, do you know what's on my closet? A calendar. I just like the pictures. I started taping them to my wall. I really like art. I just like the shit. I just like it. What the fuck's over here? A bunch of clocks and art. I just like it. I just like art.
I got the Redbubble. I got a Society 6.
I shop on Society 6 and Redbubble.
I know where you're at. I know it.
Excuse me. So every time that I've talked about it, just casually talked about it, you haven't even thought to put in the comments.
I did.
On there.
I did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So does TikTok shadow ban it or something?
Am I shadow banned? Am I?
No, the comment. So like if I put middle finger emojis or if I put the word crap or even poop, it doesn't show up in anybody's comments. None. Even if I say something like, even if I say something like gross, it won't show up. Just saying.
I'm just gonna be really annoying.
What do you mean?
Like
With
what I
art,
perceive
like to
to
let
be
people know.
annoying. You know?
Why don't you show
Because it's not
yourself?
annoying.
Show yourself drawing.
There's
Okay.
so many fun TikTok trends out there to show people that you are an artist. Also, there was the, oh my god, I can't believe I don't know her name right now off the tip of my tongue, but I showcased her because I got her art, Vibe Check. God dang it, what the heck is her name? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, vibe check.
Yeah. Fuck is her TikTok name?
I know what she looks like.
I do too. I saw her. She's an artist. She does her own thing, right? And then I saw this Vibe Check thing, and I was like, oh, that's really fucking cool. It's just simple, and it was outside of what she did. And because I do edit it, and it wasn't just me, but because people do edit it, I happen to have a larger platform of people who would like that kind of shit, and it was not very expensive. She actually got overwhelmed with how many people wanted that work because it wasn't her normal thing that she did. She's like, let me do something fun and out of the box, whatever. I'll check people's vibes, blah, blah, blah. One little tiny that isn't too expensive, that isn't too, but it's got to match your time and your energy. Do something that's like fun or intuitive or personalized that isn't going to be too much. And then all of a sudden, everybody knows about you. And then you can be like, by the way, I actually do this. That is over. That was a 1 week thing. Thanks for playing, and
We're
well
done
done.
with transitions. I treat you. And now you're gonna heal through art.
Yeah,
Like it or not. That's gonna be
And then Kate sees you literally doing a video where you're doing your art,
yeah.
and we didn't even know you like sold art. And Kate gave
I
you
put it out there all the
analogy
time.
anyway.
It's crazy. Yeah. I know. Right?
Yes, yes.
Brothers.
Yes.
The web.
Okay, so step number one of people not buying your art is letting people know you have art for sale. Also, you're fun as shit. Make a game.
Yeah. Oh, me
Some kind of game. It doesn't have to be, it can be a giveaway if that's what you're vibing with. It can be a like, let me draw you a stick figure or like a blah, 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 whatever the fuck you're into. People will still be like, yeah, I want to do that. That sounds like a fucking blast. Or you can go live and do art and just chat and be your fucking weird ass self and just do that. What
I think-
feels good?
I think that after having done this Big Bang stuff and recognizing my experience and for what it is and who it's made me to be, I think that it will be easier or more fluid to do these kinds of things. Because
It makes sense.
I get like real awkward about it. I get on the live and I'm like, and then people are super gross with their ideas. So that, you know.
Well, we look at the comments every once in a while, but when we're doing healing stuff, we look at it more. But this whole time, I've just been looking at you. I haven't.
Oh, not this live. Not this live.
No. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I saw someone in here earlier that was like defending us and like, hey, if you're here, get with the program. When we were talking about like the devil baby or whatever, I don't know who the fuck they were talking to because I don't pay attention to that shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that anybody said anything. Whatever.
don't even pay attention to it. Just be Bridget. Kate.
Bro, you can even like see how this screen where the thing is, you can put, I've suggested this to Kate when she didn't want to go live before, you could put a fucking post-it on the comments. I know that's not interacting a lot, but if you needed to, you totally could. You don't have to see the comments. You can put a post-it there and just fucking do your thing. You can talk, you can play music, you can just draw, you can like whatever the fuck, whatever these things are that are bothering you, you have control over it. You don't have to let it control you. Yeah.
Well, can we talk about your art right now?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm an artist, and I just do all kinds of different intuitive art. You know, I just like to vibe. I can show you
Yes.
this.
So you do intuitive art already. That's dinging
Yes.
everybody's boxes. Bing.
Like I made this.
What is that?
Oh, it's a heart, and inside your heart is sometimes. Stop. I don't want to cry about it. Sometimes inside your heart is like all this tonality, just shading, and then the other times it's all this beautiful color. But either way, there's a shadow that, you know, comes from that, which is nice and good and lovely and beautiful. But that's what that is.
Wow, you just shortened the everything that I just felt and saw in there, you shortened it. Why?
I don't know.
Is it too personal?
I feel like I'm too deep. I feel like people aren't gonna understand me, you know.
I feel like that too. And then the people that understand me for a reason.
Hi, I'm Kat. Nobody understands me, or they just started to this year. So,
Yeah. It's so nice to find people that get it and do the things and all of that. You know. It is part of me needing to take up space in my life for myself, you know. Because it's my life. Not anyone else's.
now or never, I wanna live forever.
I saw your teeth journey, and that was pretty cool that you posted that on TikTok.
Yeah. I lost my earbud.
No. It's in the bottom. Oh no! She lost her earbud.
Oh no!
Oh no, Cleo!
It was.
Oh my god, you
it
tell me
was
about it.
delicately.
Oh my god.
Nice.
In the floor.
So yeah. Yeah, totally.
Did you want to describe it more, or are you in that spot still?
Also, Bridget, I want to suggest this. Because it is such a deep and personal thing, if you are selling your pieces, and any artist out there, if you're selling your pieces, you embed a lot of your soul fragments into this art. So I want to suggest to you, even if you're someone who just makes art by making videos, like TikTok videos, or if you're a blogger and you make your art with words, whatever your art is, your creativity, I'm going to walk you through something to say. You're going to say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please infuse my creativity outlet with my energy imprint so people can feel and see me, but disconnect the cord leading back to me and release the soul fragments wrapped in divine justice and love, light, and forgiveness, and return them to their rightful owners at this time. It becomes I think that might be one of the reasons why you're not selling your art, Bridget, is because it's a piece of you and it's a little bit hard to let go of. And you also don't understand yourself or think that you don't understand yourself. So you're afraid that others will not understand you. And when you don't go, like going into depth and detail about the detail and depth, literally, you have steps. It's not just shadows. There is depth in that fucking art. And then the other part, the color part, has no depth. It's very on the surface there. If you don't go into that, then how are people going to connect to it? It just looks like graphic art in a heart. You tell the story of it. They absolutely want that piece.
Wow.
So detach a little bit of yourself so you're not selling yourself away, giving yourself away. Disconnect a little bit there, but also let people know what the fuck it's about. Because when they hang up the art, when they have that art or they have that pillow or whatever, and someone goes, "Oh, that's a cool art. Like that's a cool heart on that pillow or that cup or whatever." You go, "Oh my God, there was this girl on TikTok. I don't remember her name right now. But this is really cool because when she drew this, she went into like this really meaningful thing and I just super connected with it. It was like the depth of this and the like gradients and the shadows and there were levels. And then this part represents this and the thing. And I just thought it was so fucking awesome. And then that piece of art comes to life through you, right? Okay, so I have this glass. It's got tentacles on it. This is just a glass. I don't know the artist. I don't know their story. Maybe they just thought the design was cool. But why is it significant to Cat? Why is this such a cat glass? Because it's got fucking tentacles all over it. It represents me a lot. Also, this glass holds water. I drink a lot of water. There's a lot of connectivity in this piece of art. Art has meaning. So share within the meaning, or if you don't share it, people will look at it and go, hearts with lines. The fuck? Cool. How are we supposed to? And then wouldn't that be amazing if it's not just people buying you to support you, but because they have a deep connection with the meaning behind it, they find meaning in it themselves, and they use the steps in your art to pull themselves out of the fucking depth of their own connectivity and connect to the rest of the piece. All of it connects together and you are depriving all of us that experience. Okay, I'm gonna stop yelling at you now.
No, I needed that. Thank you. I appreciate your passion. I really do, Kat. I really do. Well, thank you. I want to show everybody. I do. I want to do it. I just gotta
tell us about the heart.
Okay.
Where to get it and what it's available on. Is it glass pillows?
Yeah,
is it everything you want?
I will. How about this? It is not available on anything right now. So I will get it uploaded.
Then show us the piece that is available.
Yes. What is available? I change it all the time. Oh.
I want a picture of my heart.
Yeah. I bet you could channel people's hearts. Just saying.
Yep.
What if it's dead?
That stuff.
What if it's nothing but black?
What if it comes out of its vagina?
And I want it to be available to everyone. But anyway, this is a scarf that you can purchase. And it's made...
Where can you purchase it?
You can purchase it at the link in my bio. It just says rainbow scarf. And you just click rainbow scarf and it'll take you right there. And I think it's on Society 6. But I don't know. Because I'm not good at this yet. But it's the link in the bio, rainbow scarf. And it was a picture of a cloud with a rainbow on it that I just mirrored and morphed and turned into this scarf. And you can get it on all kinds of things.
What's the size of it? Is there a choice in size or is there one size?
One size.
Okay,
One
and
size.
what made you morph it? What made you, like, did you just like the way it looked? What was the feeling around it? Is it just really cool to you? You don't have to make a deep meaning. If it's just basically like, it was fucking cool as shit, so I just did the thing. That's good enough.
Yeah. It is basically that. I was just working through some stuff, making some art, and this picture was really pretty to me. So I thought, what would happen if I did this thing and then little beings appear in the mirror images? And that's like, woo, look out, everybody. And that's the really fun part, but that's the ooh, woo, woo part too. So I try not to talk about that too much, but I should talk about it.
That's the part we want to hear about.
I know. Another head injury.
This is into that.
All right, just be weird. Just be weird. You're super weird and be weird. It's okay.
Yeah, Bridget, listen to yourself.
Listen to your heart when it's calling for you.
This is from have you guys seen Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Yes.
This is inspired by that one scene where the teeth are there and just like go way
the
down
movie?
into the mouth. Yeah. Deep in the mouth.
I didn't until you said it. I love it. Show it again.
I added some flair with the gold.
Yeah.
teeth.
I see that.
Little sparklies.
I thought you were talking about the album. I'm sorry. I've never seen the movie.
She's like, yes, I have seen the cover art of the album.
Yes!
Pyramid, it's got...
Dude, I was like, that doesn't look like a pyramid. Wow, Bridget, that's so interesting. Oh, she's like, I have something. Oh, no, you're just that.
In case any of you guys are wondering, if you have art, if you have music, if you have whatever, Kate, and you just want Kate and I to duet your shit, we won't do it haphazardly. Like, we'll do it if we care about it. You know what I mean? Like, we're all about it. We're all about everybody growing together. That's what she said.
And it feels so good.
Okay, so talk about it. Don't just
Okay,
stand
now I have
there.
to talk about it.
Jesus.
I need so much help. Okay, this is what I imagine the pyramids on the Nile River to look like before they got destroyed by time and weather. So this is like the shininess of the stone on the outside, and these are all the vibes going in and coming out, and then it was all fueled by the actual Nile River. The water would run, and it would make the pyramid do its pyramid thing. If that's even real. So
It is real.
Looks like it's real, and it's the blue color lapis lazuli, which is what you
there's
painted.
Yeah, there's that stone that you painted right there is what it actually looks like. So why does it? So that brings me to this. Why the fuck does it look like that other kind of stone now? Like in the lines and the bricks and stuff. Because that's what it actually looks like.
yeah, wind, time, erosion.
No, it's not.
It's
when-
underneath it.
Oh, okay.
It's
When it was active.
Yeah.
With that going in and then the water and then the going out, that's what it looked like.
Yep. You would just hang out right down here. Because you're there, right? You're on the edge of the river.
what's the change
And you were
about?
huge. You were not a little thing. We were not hanging out on the edge of the river. That's so human.
That looks
Sorry.
really tiny in my viewing eye too, which makes me go, yeah, we were definitely giants.
Yeah, right. And when I look at it, I think about that too, Kate. I'm like, wow, why does this look so small? I would have to be so far away for it to look this tiny. They're enormous. Enormous.
By the way, all of you guys were probably there too. Just saying, I'm just letting you know.
Bunch of buds hanging out. Bunch of cool friends doing stuff.
Couple of besties.
Couple of besties.
Couple of besties. Man, I was so unprepared, but I still had some stuff to show you guys. That's pretty cool. Wow. I want to show all my stuff now. Oh, good. There's this platform. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called TikTok.
Isn't that crazy?
You can actually show your stuff there, and then people are like, hey, look at that. It's funny. I don't know. It's this new thing. All the cool kids are doing it.
It's crazy.
Sounds wild. And that's for real. And you can physically touch it. It's not just you caught a vibe and you're like, I must go to Damascus. You like saw it and then you requested it and it appeared.
Through the magic of shipping and handling. But Bridget, isn't that magical? The fact that you can just like, isn't that cool? Right? You can just like click, click. I want that. Click, click. Mine now. Mine now.
Did you see how many people were looking at your art in the comments, were liking it?
Here's the thing. Imagine that sitting on the wall, right? And someone's like, oh yeah, I just got this cool pyramid, like these vibes, like, right? Like, and, and she described it, and it was like the vibes hitting, and then it's sitting on their wall, and they're either sober or high or in a conversation with other people, and all of a sudden they go, man, like, and someone says, oh, like, yeah, can you imagine us all just being like in the water, like, and then someone's like, why does it look so fucking small to me, man? And then they all of a sudden they do this past life fucking journey, and you've inspired them just like all good art and music does, and these people discover themselves and self-evolve inside themselves and learn about themselves, but they can't have that experience. They can't have it on their wall, and they don't know anything about it.
I'm such a meanie.
You're such a jerk. You're depriving all these people.
Maybe picture like
this. We're being silly, but Bridget, what if Kate never fucking told anybody that she could see spirit guides? What if she was just like, oh yeah, cool trick, because we were just on the phone one day. And I was like, excuse me, you do what now? And she's like, oh yeah, they're right there. Like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, Kate, people want to know about this. I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
And then she's like, you know what? I don't want people to feel like they're alone, like, in Kate thoughts. But she was like, I want everybody to know that they're not alone. And then she just started talking about it. And then people were like, I want that experience. I want to know that. All it was her just going, oh, I do this thing. What me? What did I do? If you look far enough back on my TikTok, which I don't know if anybody can get to it now, it's just me being in like I'm 40 now, but being in my 30s with my kids, hanging out. I was just talking to Kate the other day that like right when I started talking about spiritual stuff, all of a sudden I gave a past life session to someone and they started talking about, so like everybody started looking at my page to see what I was about. The video that was on there was the orchestra version of Somebody Come Get Her. She's dancing like a stripper, and I'm just do in a work bathroom. If you look at my TikTok, you have no fucking clue that I into past lives or anything until I started talking about it. And I didn't start talking about it to sell it. Kate didn't start talking about spirit guides to sell anything. We didn't fucking have a business in mind. We still don't really. We have stuff available for purchase, but the only time we lose ourselves is when we try to make it a business. When we're just excited about the shit and we talk about the things, we inspire everybody else to be inspired by it. Sorry.
Everything you're saying is making so much sense right now.
Somebody come get her.
Like, literally felt like I needed to apologize for that video. I was like, oh, god dang, I'm sorry. I swear I do spiritual stuff. I swear I do. I was just some regular mom on TikTok that everybody would be like, how many people? Can you imagine how many, like, my soul was like, everybody who needs me, find me. And then I just show up on their For You page doing that kind of shit. And they're like, some bitch on TikTok. Like, just fucking existed.
All right, so I'm gonna say a thing.
That's fine. I can say stuff. Hey team, if it's, even if it's not in the highest good, can you allow my art to be seen by the people? Allow my art to be seen by the spirit. If it's in the highest good, please allow people to see my art and allow me to speak on my art in a fun and happy way. Thank you. The only part that was really important was the last part that you said. This isn't a spirit or a team thing. Bridget, this is a you thing. It's just me, isn't it? All right. Merge with a version of you that's in your own way, please. Please merge me with the version of myself that is in my way. That's pretty emotional. Yeah. Those TikToks that are, well, it's been like a week now, so they're probably not popular anymore, but because that's how TikTok goes. But the thing where it's like, tell the writers of my show, that I want this and that or this and that, and I'll see people say, tell the writers of my show, hey, writers of my show, I want my tarot business to take off. I want, more income. I want blah, blah, blah. And it's like, cool, you're the writer of your show. You gotta make it happen. How do you make it happen? You get the gunk out of the way, the intrusive thoughts out of the way, merge yourself with yourself, merge yourself with your creativity, find the trauma that's making it not happen for you. So many times Kate and I will do something and I'll go like, okay, and if it's in the highest good and their team allows, give them all a light bulb moment. And then I go on the TikTok and I make a video and I go, oh fuck, I was the light bulb moment. Yes. Cool. I have one. I'll do your very own pirate shirt. Yep. You've been the light bulb moment a lot of times when I've said that. It'll be like another video that you do that's like, this is what you needed to do. It's crazy. Oh. By the way, Cano Manliness was the one that requested the pirate ship for those listening at home, because Bridget just did that out of nowhere, and I don't want you guys lost. You're welcome. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'll sing while you do it. That's the only part I know because it goes on repeat because it's TikTok. So yeah. It's the one, I had a picture of a pirate ship in here already, so it was cool that that person asked for one. I'll do some ASMR, baby. She just did this right now, Kinnaman Lunas. She did this specifically for you. She did not already have this. She did it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Wow. Right, catered specifically.
Yeah. Hey, so that reminds me of the like Mandela effect with the World War II and World War I ships that are camouflaged and stuff. Yeah, so this is a very specific pirate ship. Can you tell me about it? Because I'm feeling and seeing a lot in this. Also, the ocean looks like the sky to me as well. So just let it share. Well, as you well know, space is ocean, so. It is, that is true. This is a ship. Very nice, very good. It's a very open ship, but it's meant to be kind of a ship that will take you to fantasy of the fantasies of your reality. That's what the colors are all about, and then all the movement. Yeah, yes, that is it. It does look upside down, but I think that it's because it's so tight to the mast, so that it's stable and sturdy. Like it's this, you're gonna get there if you engage with this. Cano Manliness also does hand movements like you, Bridget. I think that's very interesting. That's cool. Vibes way more with that than the words. Also, we worked with him one time, I just want to say, and we got on the phone with him. This is one of my, this will stick in my head forever, I think. And we got on the phone with him and we were like, hey man, what's going on? What's up? And he was like, is this a session? Like, this is how you do, in his way. He was like, this is professional. I was like, this is us, bitch. This is how we fucking, he wasn't doing it in a rude way. He was doing it in a like shock way. And after we worked together, he realized he was not someone on the sidelines watching other people do these things. He realized he actually can do these things himself. And it didn't even dawn on me that people watched us kind of like they watch like professional athletes and stuff, where they're like, that's super cool and I'm rooting for them. Some people did, and they didn't realize they themselves are the ones that can do this stuff. So it was an interesting perspective.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing with me.
Is that an English boat?
I do believe that it is of a Northern Earth area.
Okay, just keep getting, don't forget that it's English. It's English boat. I'm like, okay, that's awesome, brain. Cool. Thanks, English.
Man. That's a touchy one there, getting on the boat to where you're going, an English boat. Yep. To take you to America.
I am really tired.
Okay, we can be done. Hey Bridget, I have an idea, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you like gave a little card with like, because we love this kind of thing, just saying you do not have to, this is your own art or whatever, when you sell it, it's a little backstory of the art, like to go with it. Like that's like our favorite kind of thing is, so we have a backstory of where the artist was coming from when they created that piece. Again, you don't have to, we just love that kind of shit.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good. Yep. That's what I should put in the descriptions on the thing.
I would keep it in the back of the artwork and look at it sometimes.
Yeah, we do. We keep it with the art and we revisit it. And when we like, even the, like I said, the person, I can't believe I don't know her name right now, but the Vibe Check chick that's on TikTok, if anybody remembers her name.
Something Co. High Vibe Co.
Her stuff is in the art, like in the back of it, and it's hanging in our friendship room where we can see it. So sometimes we'll be talking about something else and we'll be like, hey, I never noticed that about that piece. That was channeled, and it wasn't channeled for the moment we saw it. It's a channeled message for 4 months after we received that art. All of a sudden it's coming up in a puzzle piece for us, and we're like, oh fuck, what do you know? Like, I didn't even realize this was there. So anyway,
yes.
Okay. We've got a game plan, and I am totally fine with being like kept posted on this game plan and help you out a little bit with inspiration and stuff, or like how to get things moving and going. Also, let's go ahead and copy and paste and do all the things that you did tonight everywhere to all versions of you that need it.
Okay.
Want to?
Let's do it.
Okay. And if you haven't followed along and you've already done your own healings in your own life, you can go ahead and follow along as well with this. And you're just going to say everything that, instead of, adapt it slightly. Let me figure out how to adapt it for everybody. Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good.
Please merge all versions of me.
Please merge all versions of me.
Into one.
Into one.
Calibrate me.
Calibrate me.
Return me to the correct dimensions.
Return me to the correct dimensions.
If it's in my highest good.
If it's in my highest good.
Please copy and paste.
Please copy and paste.
All the healings and workings.
All of the healings and workings.
I have done for myself.
I have done for myself.
To every version of me.
To every version of me.
Scattered throughout space.
Scattered throughout space.
time,
time,
spaces in between,
spaces in between,
dimensions,
dimensions,
realms,
realms,
pocket dimensions,
pocket dimensions,
timelines,
timelines,
realities,
realities,
lands,
lands,
and multiverses.
and multiverses.
Please put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it,
Please put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it,
and apply it to all 4 quadrants
and apply it to all 4 quadrants
there we go, and to the residual.
and to the residual.
Please ripple it
Please ripple it
into every now moment.
into every now moment.
Please close all dead timelines
Please close all dead timelines
if it's in the highest good.
if it's in the highest good.
Please merge all timelines
Please merge all timelines
to the most healed timeline.
to the most healed timeline.
Release all soul fragments
Release all soul fragments
and soul contracts
and soul contracts
connected to this
connected to this
that are not in the highest good.
that are not in the highest good.
Wrapped in divine justice
Wrapped in divine justice
and or love, light, and forgiveness,
and or love, light, and forgiveness.
and return them to the rightful owners at this time.
And return them to the rightful owners at this time.
Please download the light codes I need at this time.
Please download the light codes I need at this time.
Upload the dark codes I need at this time.
Upload the dark codes I need at this time.
Import the gray codes I need at this time.
Import the gray codes I need at this time.
Activate my codes.
Activate my codes.
Calibrate me to the highest working frequency.
Calibrate me to the highest working frequency.
Put my creativity back in balanced divine working order.
Put my creativity back in balanced divine working order.
Please allow me to remember who the fuck I am.
Please allow me to remember who the fuck I am.
If it's in my highest good,
If it's in my highest good,
please align myself,
please align myself,
family, friends,
family, friends,
relationships, pets,
relationships, pets,
career,
career,
clarity,
clarity,
purpose,
purpose,
remembrance,
remembrance,
and excitement.
and excitement.
With the money tree healing,
With the money tree healing,
the most healed timeline,
the most healed timeline,
what's rightfully and already mine,
what's rightfully and already mine,
receiving what's rightfully and already mine,
receiving what's rightfully and already mine,
and back to my now moment.
and back to the now moment.
Please allow me to remember
Please allow me to remember
I am the creative writer and director and editor
I am the creative writer, director, and editor
of my life.
of my life.
Please undo
Please undo
anything I did
anything I did
that I shouldn't have fucking done.
that I shouldn't have fucking done.
No movement. So all of that necessary. That was fun, Bridget.
Yeah, this was wonderful. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you did
Still getting that song. Fire again. Fire again. It's just interesting. Write that down.
And okay, so closing up, guys, just letting you know that all the episodes that we do, like we do these lives pretty much every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, unless something comes up where we need a day to just chillax. It typically takes us, if there's no editing issues, a week, and then it comes out in our podcast. So all of these lives that we've done with all the steps to follow along are free and available on our podcast. There's a quick click to it in either my Linktree or Kate's. You can work with us separately. Kate does spirit guide readings. I do private sessions, or you can work with us together with a combo hit Those are both available in our link tree. We do Zoom classes as well, singularly or co, and those are available for purchase. And those are like an hour to 2 hours long sometimes. Just saying. And then Bridget, in your bio and in your link tree, you have some art, and you're going to have more art coming soon. Yes? Cool.
Yes. Yes.
Yay. And that's
Yes.
Be Bridget over on TikTok, and it's going to be in the description of the podcast. Okay, guys. Everybody disconnect.
so much.
Cleanse and purify
Thank you,
them in the
Bridget.
back.
Thank you.
Cleanse and purify them in the back. Cleanse and purify me. Bring me back. Bye.
To book a dual session with Kate and Kat, visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.